Good morning, everyone. I'm your host, Charis Gabato, and welcome to the morning show with Grade 11 Malang. Today, we will be talking about the issue of corruption, especially the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation or PhilHealth. Filipinos recently have been very concerned about disturbances in the one of the government agency, which is the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation, also known as PhilHealth. To better understand this event, we will talk with Miss Kate Villafuerte, who is one of the concerned citizen, as well as Ms. Nurhana Abidin, who will give us some of her thoughts about the issue. Finally, from a perspective of Mr. Luis Benedict Duran, we'll also have people who are pioneer in the netiquette that should be done on our show. We are going to start with Miss Villafuerte. Miss Villafuerte, tell us your opinion about the news.
Well, the corruption in the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation, or also known as PhilHealth, is really alarming and it triggers a lot of Filipino people, for it seems as they rob the payment indirectly of Filipino workers and taxpayers of their contribution to the fund. They violate the right of Filipinos to universal health care after bleeding billions of pesos away and put it on their pockets from the intended purpose of such money. The issue was being exposed in this time of pandemic where people are devastating about they because they have no jobs, and it looks like the money they pay for many years was just taken for granted. I mean, it is their responsibility to pay, but the purpose is not just there. I hope that the perpetrators will be held accountable of their actions, since all of us deserve transparency. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Villafuerte. Let's go to Miss Nurhana Abidin for a response. Miss Nurhana Abidin, what do you think of Kate's comment?
Well, I am agree with her. Development in the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation isn't just Goliath burglary, ransacking Filipinos specialists and netizens of their commitments to the asset. It likewise disregards the privilege of Filipinos to all-inclusive medical care, draining billions of pesos from state assets planned for this reason. In the pandemic that has caused a great many passing in our nation, it disregards the privilege to life. The officials in the agency has taken many forms in order to gain or get the money of the people. They diverted the premium payments of up to 114 million in a year, 2012, unnecessary or sham cataract removals worth 2 billion pesos in 2014, fraudulent dialysis claims and other more, but the most recent is a bid to procure overpriced and obsolete information. Technology and technology equipment. People really can do many things just to achieve something, even that is good or bad. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Abidin. Let's go to the last speaker, Mr. Luis Benedict Duran. I know you have something to add. May you share it with us?
Thank you, Miss Gabato. So, we all know that the officials really made and commit mistakes. So, I just want to add that OFW were being obliged to pay a premium payment within 3% of their salary and could increase annually until 2025. That make them shocked about the given notice. I have been asking myself, why did they do that? But the answer I always get from questioning is the whims and their desires to get money from people is so inevitable, because from the ways that Miss Abidin present is enough to continue myself that they are greed to money. Since we are in a democratic country, we have the right to have transparency from the government as well as in the legal government units.
Me too.
I guess that is the need of the comments about the issue. At this juncture, we will discuss about the netiquette that the people should be taken into account, especially now. We have seen a lot of reactions, comments from the people ranting in the social media. To tell us more about the rules that people forget to use in giving their thoughts, we have Miss Eliza Tampus and Mr. James Polpol.
Hello and good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I don't know what netiquette is. So, would you mind to deliver it first?
Netiquette is short for internet etiquette. Just like etiquette, it's a code of polite behavior in society. Netiquette is a code of good behavior on the internet. This includes several aspects of the internet, such as email, social media, online chat, web forums, website comments, multiplayer gaming, and other types of online communication.
Thank you. That's great that there are rules that people need to follow not just in person, but also in cyberspace. That's nice to know.
The pictures that you can see on your screen are the rules and example of netiquette that will be discussed by Miss Eliza Tampus, James Paul, and Miss Kate Villafuerte.
Rule 7. Help keep flame wars under control. What T is meant by flaming and flame wars? Flaming is what people do when they express a strongly held opinion without holding back any emotion. According As an example, think of the kinds of passionate comments you may read on a sports blog. While flaming is not necessary for body and virtual communication, flame wars when two or three people exchange angry posts between one another must be control of the camaraderie of the group. Could be compromised. Don't feed the flames. Extinguish them by guiding the discussion back to a more productive direction.
Rule number 5. Make yourself look good online. One of the best things about the world is the lack of judgment associated with your physical appearance, sound of your voice, or the clothes you wear. Unless you post a video of yourself singing karaoke in a clown outfit. You will, however, be judged by the quality of your writing, so keep the following tips in mind. Always check for the spelling and grammar errors. Know what you're talking about and state it clearly. Be pleasant and polite. Also, a good rule to follow is that if you wouldn't show it in public, then you shouldn't share it online. If you would have a problem with your boss, your parents, or your kids seeing it now, or at any point in the future, don't post it online. Sadly, we have too many examples of this already.
Rule number 9, we have all of us have the power in social media, so we should not abuse our power just like in face-to-face situations. There are people in cyberspace who have more power than others. They have more expertise in knowledge or expertise in technology rather, or they have years of experience in a particular skill or subject matter. Maybe it's you who possesses all this knowledge and power. Just remember, knowing more than others do or having more power than others may have does not give you the right to take advantage of anyone.
So, the netiquettes that the three of you discuss in the netiquettes that the people forget to use while giving and writing their comments in their social media, right?
Yes, actually, there are 10 etiquettes, but what we present earlier are just a few.
Thank you, everyone. I have a lot of things that I've learned today, especially about netiquette. I really have to take note for that to be able to enjoy social media without making anyone feel degraded of something. Furthermore, the opinions that the guests have shared earlier are just their own thoughts. I appreciate the effort of both parties fairly. Thank you and God bless.